So hello and welcome. Today I'm talking to Marin Patenaude and Naomi Kavka. For those who don't know, my name is Kate. I'm one of the Music on the Mountain Society board members. So I'm speaking today from the traditional unceded territories of the Quilt. The history of this place is one of violence, land theft, and genocide, and we'll check in with our other two guests to find out where you're speaking from today. But I was thinking today, I live really close to the Quilt Memorial Park, and I use it almost daily. And it's a pretty stark reminder of the violence that happened in this place, and yeah, a reminder of all of the things that had to happen in order for me to be here. I'm really grateful for the park. I'm grateful for the place that I live, and for the Quilt ongoing stewardship of this place in the face of hundreds of years of colonization. But it's a good moment for me to reflect every time I walk in that park. Yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about, and I would love to check in with you guys. Where are you calling in from? I know you've both been a part of these interviews before, so maybe there hasn't been much change, but maybe there has. I don't know. Marin, where are you?
Yeah, I'm not in the same place I was for the other interview. I am in Pass Creek, which is just outside of Castlegar, between Castlegar and the Slocan Valley. It's traditionally a Sinixt area, and they have been registered as extinct for 20 years or something like that. And it's actually just starting to be recognized again as this being their territory. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, and we have no smoke. We have clear skies today. Pretty feeling very lucky. And yeah, it's a beautiful spot.
How about you, Naomi?
Well, right now I'm still in Smithers. I took on a house sitting thing in Telqua, so I guess never leaving, which is on Wet'suwet'en territory, and I guess they also get sand, but I'm not as familiar with the area as I would be with Quilt or where I reside, which is Prince Rupert on Tsimshian territory.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you both for being here today. I know it's kind of hard to find time in the schedules. The song we're going to listen to is by Marin. It's called Cold Front, covered by Naomi, and maybe we'll just launch right in and listen to the song. How does that sound?
Sure.
Okay, right on. Here it is.
There's a cold front running on through my old kitchen. The wind blows a little colder every day. There's a cold front running on through I can feel the cold wind in my veins. The window pane is broken, my walls are crumbling down. I sit and watch my little home fall to pieces. There's no one around to fix it. Lord knows I ain't got me a dime. I ain't get nothing done with this broken heart of mine. Got snowed out of work this morning, no work yesterday. The longer it keeps on coming undone, the lesser I'm getting paid. The cherry blossom looked dull this year. I think the cold drove the color away. I wonder if things been different had you stayed. There's a cold front running on through my old kitchen. The wind blows a little colder every day. And there's a cold front running on through my old kitchen. I can feel the cold wind in my veins. I can feel that cold wind in my veins. I can feel that cold wind steady pace. My home is frozen. Nothing left to do but wait, but I know it'll thaw in time. And there ain't getting nothing done with this broken heart of mine. 'Cause there's a cold front running on through my old kitchen. The wind blows a little colder every day. Yeah, there's a cold front running on through my old kitchen. I can feel that cold wind in my veins. I can feel that cold wind in my veins. I can feel it in my veins.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, what? That was amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like it.
Dude, that was, yeah. Huh?
So-
That's a good
so-
feel. Holy shit.
So Marin, tell us what you're thinking. How are you feeling through that?
Oh, it was just so fun to hear your emotion in it, and like your spin on things. That the coming in with the 3-part right off the top, I was like, bam, yes, that was rad. And just yeah, it's so there's moments where I'm like you're feeling this Lucinda vibes, and I'm like, it was really special. Thank you
Oh,
so
you're
much.
welcome.
You rocked it. You nailed it.
Thank you. It was a real pleasure to get to work on. You wrote a beautiful song, and
Oh, thanks.
it was a lot of fun to play.
Awesome. Did you do most of the instrumentation on it?
Yeah, I did all of it. Yeah.
You did all of it. Ah, that's incredible. Oh, so good. So good.
Thank you.
Have you two met before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like
But-
lengthy periods. Like it's a lot of like, hey, hi, festival-y kind of, hangs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I figured you probably must have crossed paths. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think the last time I saw you was at the Heatley or something in Vancouver.
that makes sense.
I was on tour a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
In the before times, right? So.
Awesome. And Naomi, had you seen Marin perform that song before?
No, actually, I haven't.
No.
I think I've only seen you do your solo stuff once, and I've seen you with Pugs and Crows
Oh, sweet.
before Arts on the Fly a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. But yeah, I feel like the last year was like 10 years, so my concept of time is different. But
yeah.
I've seen you perform with Sam Tudor and other folks before, but I've never heard you play that song.
Awesome.
How,
Pugs and Crows is a different beast.
Oh, totally.
It's a different journey.
yeah, Naomi, I'm interested to know how you chose that song. Like, Marin has so many beautiful songs to choose from. What kind of stood out about that one for you?
Well, some of it was practicality because I had limited means to record. So it's like I have a cello and a guitar and my voice. So this one I think would suit really well to that kind of rearrangement. And I was working on, I listened to all of the music you have available online, mostly on a train trip between Prince Rupert and PG. And listened to that was the song I kind of kept coming back. And now and it was winter, it was like cold, and taking the train past like Seven Sisters and seeing all the snow and hearing the lyrics and everything, it kind of got a little bit stuck in my mind. So I think all of that kind of contributed. And it's just a beautiful song. I relate to it, I guess, in a lot of the metaphors of like having a broken house and like having to cope with moving on after something, like someone leaving, and that kind of context in it. So yeah.
Yeah,
I love that you say like the metaphor of a broken house when really it is a broken house. It does like cross into that, but it's like not only a metaphor.
No, of course.
It's so fun to like feel like just absorb different interpretations of those lyrics, and it's really fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
And Marin, when you heard that Naomi was covering that song, what were your first thoughts? Were you really
Well,
excited?
I didn't know that until like 10 seconds before you played it, or like right when you introduced. I didn't know what song she was covering. I had no idea.
I see. Did you have a suspicion? Were you like, she'll probably do this song or that song?
I really didn't know. I was like, well, it could be some, couple tunes that's possible, but yeah, I'm so glad it was that one, because it's a special song, and I released it last year. We made a video for it, which is kind of silly, but we just, I don't know, it means a lot to me, that tune. I'm instantly in my cabin in Horsefly. As soon as, even like with you singing it, I'm still gonna like just put in there, and
oh wow,
this like little comfort zone, and yeah.
So you've both been on both sides of this project now for this kind of interview series. How does it compare? What's it like hearing your song versus having to watch the person you're covering receive your song? Which is more stressful?
This is more stressful.
Yeah. For you too, Marin, was playing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was like, oh fuck, I hope Denver likes this. I don't know, or I hope it's good. Like, you haven't like listened back to something for a while, and you're just like, oh, totally. Great, that thing that I did when I was in a weird place in the middle of the winter, feeling kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's what I kind of felt too. It was like, oh, I recorded this real fast, real drunk. I hope it doesn't come across too much.
You would have never guessed. I would have never known.
No, it's incredible.
Now, so.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, I was very nervous, but you're quite disarming also, Marin. So I'm
good. I'm not very scary.
Okay.
Cool.
So, I mean, Marin, you also, in addition to being one of the performers scheduled to be at Mom 2020, you also run a festival out of Horsefly, or are deeply involved in Arts on the Fly. So, what's going on with Arts on the Fly family? How are you guys kind of keeping together and staying connected?
Well, Horsefly is just gonna be inherently connected to each other, just because it's such a small town that it's like we can't help it. But I'm not there, and like Brandon and I really haven't been doing anything for Arts on the Fly. It's been actually really good for us to kind of focus on our individual career paths, and it does take up a lot of time, and especially in the summer when I need to be in Horsefly for like those 2 weeks before and some time after, preferably. Like we've done it where I'm like out, see ya, like you get the volunteers all organized, but it's just like it's too much, and I don't have the energy to do it from here. I'm in the Kootenays mostly, or in Vancouver. We're going into the studio again. So, but I'm missing it so much. I really want to do it again. So I think next year we'll be back on, and hopefully I can hire out, even like try and share my workload with someone, and see how that goes. Hopefully someone like in Horsefly would be nice, because neither Brandon and I are actually there. So, but missing it.
Yeah, for sure. I think like there's a lot of festivals who are in the same spot, kind of like happy for that reprieve, but really really looking forward to coming back. So I think I might have asked you this last time, Naomi, but what are you most looking forward to for the future? Maybe not Mom festivals, but like performing and like making musical connections and making music for people in the future. What are you most looking forward to about performing again?
Oh, geez. I mean, I'm kind of in this funny bubble right now, because I'm in Smithers hanging out with a lot of musicians, and I feel like I slipped so quickly back into like, okay, let's hustle and book tours and like do all these things, and like it feels really good. Because after so long of like not doing that, it's like I still have these skill sets and so much new music and new stuff to perform. And I've got like a record coming out with a new project, and a bunch of songs I'd like to record. So like looking forward to that and getting to tour and see a lot of my friends that I've been missing, because we're all, we've all been in our own little pockets, right? So being able to branch out again and just see people that I miss is going to be really exciting.
Yeah. How about you, Marin? What are you kind of, because you've been kind of like staying involved in the music community, I guess, through the Heatley and through your travels as well.
Yeah, through the COVID, I kind of like shut down. I was like, nope, released a record and it's not the right time. So I was like, okay, peace out. And I kind of crawled into a hole, and I just like recreated, went snowboarding and adventured a lot, and kind of, just didn't really do the music thing for a while, but then I went crazy. So clearly have to keep doing the music thing. And it's just been so fun to have it come back. Like I actually just got off a Zoom meeting with the Tiny Lights family, and they're doing their Tiny Forget-Me-Nots thing this weekend. And then Vancouver Folk Fest is also doing something that's streaming that we recorded in Vancouver a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, I kind of said at the beginning of the summer, I was like, oh, if things start opening up, I'm just not ready to play shows and stuff. And then all these emails came in, and I could not say no to anything. I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, we have to do it all. Let's book tours to Germany again, like all of it, just like right away. So
I promised myself the same thing, and like instantly broke that. I was like, oh, when things open up, I'll take time off.
No,
like,
it wasn't a question. And now I'm like feeling so much better and just stoked. And yeah, we're going into the studio in the beginning of August. And,
oh, cool.
Yeah, be fun.
That's awesome. So I was so anxious to hear about kind of what your future plans are. I forgot to ask a little bit more about this song. What was the most surprising thing, do you think, of working on this project? For either of you, maybe Marin, what's the most surprising twist Naomi put on your song in your view? And then maybe Naomi, what did you surprise yourself with in this project?
Right off the top, I'm like, I want to sing it 3-part with you, Naomi. Like, I want to do the whole song 3-part. I'm like, ooh, can we do the whole thing 3-part? That would be fun.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I really liked that arrangement, and yeah, it stood out and it was unique and it suited the song. I didn't really ever think of that being a possibility in that song because it's pretty like simple. And then all of a sudden it was just like, yeah. And I'm like, ooh, choir? Let's get a choir.
Yeah, you said you were kind of penned in a little by the limitations of what you had at your fingertips, but it didn't come through in the song at all. Like it's it's so intentional and so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And thanks, Marin. That's a big compliment. I'm glad that was a pleasant surprise, and it was good. Yeah, because I was also working with him, like, because it's so delicately and sparsely arranged in the recording that you have too, that I didn't want to take away from that at all. But then also like just kind of trying to fill in, and I actually was gonna just do like just cello tracking really simple, like holding down bass, and then wound up doing like more like fiddly melodic parts, and that was a lot of fun because I don't get many opportunities to do that kind of playing, so that was kind of a pleasant surprise, I guess.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that you made it yours still, like you stuck to some parts of like bones of the song, but you still like really your emotion, your take on it really came through, and that just brought me a lot of joy.
That's a big compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for talking with me tonight and on relatively short notice. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. For those interested, you can find this track at momfest.bandcamp.com. Cold Front is I've lost track. I'll admit I've lost track, but I think it's the 10th release of 19. Naomi, do you know as a fellow
19?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Songs. I believe it's either 9 or 10 of 19. So we're getting to the halfway point.
Why is there an odd number?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to do a little head count at the end of this.
Yeah, I can't remember.
An undetermined number of songs will be released over the next few months. So make sure you check back periodically, and the full album will be released mid-August. You can stream it, but please consider buying it if you can and supporting Music on the Mountain Society and future Mom Fests. And gratefully acknowledge the support of the BC Arts Council and our community who continues to kind of engage and be excited and begin re-emerging from our COVID holes. So thank you all and see you next time.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. Good night, everybody.